straight out to Nikki Pierce with WDBO. She's standing by there at the jailhouse. Nikki, based on the documents I've got in my hand, and this is official state discovery documents, Caylee Anthony, Tot Mom's own brother, was actually tested for paternity?
Nancy, rumors have been flying on the internet and everywhere else wondering, could Caylee Anthony be Caylee's father? And apparently the FBI wondered as well because they did a paternity test to make sure.
Well, I've got to tell you, Nikki Pierce, I've been asked that. Our viewers asked the question over and over, and I also thought it was a trumped up discussion on Web Sleuth that meant nothing, but you're telling me that you are convinced paternity tests were run, DNA tests, to determine whether Tot Mom's own brother was the father of her child?
They certainly did run those tests, and it came back a negative. It came back saying that Lee could not be the father of Caylee. But I got to tell you, I hear that on the street. I've seen that on the web, all over the place. That rumor has been dogging the Anthony camp since all of this news broke.
We are taking your calls live. Just obtained discovery from the state official court documents. Many of them reveal forensic testing. Also tonight, we're trying to determine, did one of the newly hired defense attorneys accidentally let it be revealed that chloroform was found in little Caylee's hair? But first, to Kathy Bellich with WFTV, joining us from Orlando. What can you tell me about this DNA test on Tot Mom's own brother, Caylee Anthony?
Well, the FBI did perform DNA tests on a sample that was taken from Lee through a search warrant rather, and one of the things that we've heard through the documents is that Casey has accused Lee of some inappropriate things, sexually speaking, over the course of their lifetime, and that may be one of the reasons investigators did that test. They had to look back and see who was around Casey at the time she conceived Caylee, and she made those statements, so that could be one of the reasons why.
Kathy Bellich, what statements did Tot Mom Caylee Anthony make regarding inappropriate behavior advances on her by her brother Lee?
She actually told her former fiance Jesse Grund, and she also told her boyfriend at the time of her arrest, Tony Lazaro, that her brother had made advances. In one case, she said it was during the time they were young. In another case, I don't think there was a time frame involved. And they both told that to investigators, and that information came up in this investigation, and so it's possible that's why they did the test.
Let's unleash the lawyers. Holly Hughes out of Atlanta, former prosecutor, Doug Burns, former prosecutor, federal prosecutor, now defense attorney in New York, and Daryl Cohen, defense attorney and attorney for Jesse Grund. That's Tot Mom's former fiance. You know, Daryl Cohen, I'm supposed to believe anything Tot Mom says?
Nancy, I wouldn't believe Tot Mom if she said that she were the worst human being in the world or the worst. No, this woman doesn't know the difference between truth, a lie. She's a sociopath. Purely and simply a sociopath.
What does it mean to you, Holly Hughes, that the FBI actually followed up on this and had suspicions that he could be the father?
Nancy, this is too creepy for words. I mean, it's not a legal term, but ew. I got this news and I was just absolutely flabbergasted. But if the FBI took it seriously enough to use their resources to run DNA, they think there's something to it, Nancy.